You ever look around and wonder why some people just seem to get ahead while others feel like they're stuck in place? Well, that's the exact question a guy named Brian Tracy asked himself. He was in his 30s, not doing so great financially, and he got totally obsessed with one idea: figuring out what really separates the successful from everyone else. So he went on this mission, this years-long journey, studying the world's most successful people. He was determined to find the answer to this one massive question: what is the actual secret? And what he found was pretty fascinating. It's not about being born into money. It's not about getting some lucky break. The secret, it all came down to a specific set of habits and behaviors that pretty much all self-made millionaires share. And you know what the best part is? These are habits that anyone, and I mean anyone, can learn. All right, so what are these game-changing habits? We've boiled them down into 4 core pillars. Think of each one as a building block you can start using today to build your own success story. First up, let's talk about the millionaire mindset. Because here's the thing, before you can act like a millionaire, you gotta learn to think like one. The whole journey really starts right up here, in your head, with a total shift in how you see the world. The very first habit isn't just about dreaming big, it's about making that dream feel completely real. Millionaires use this really cool technique. They call it back from the future. They literally picture themselves 5 years from now with their life being absolutely perfect. But here's the key part. They don't just see it in their mind's eye, they feel it. They feel the joy, the pride, the security, as if it's already happened. It's like they're programming their brain's GPS to find the way there. That clarity acts like a magnet, just pulling them toward that vision. Now, the second part of this mindset is huge: taking 100% responsibility. So many people get stuck in the blame game, right? It's always someone else's fault. But millionaires, they have a responsibility attitude. They truly believe they're in the driver's seat of their own life. I mean, think about a guy like Jadav Mulay. Instead of complaining about a barren wasteland, he just decided to plant an entire forest by himself. A forest. That's what taking responsibility looks like. Okay, so once you have that powerful mindset, it fuels the second pillar, a work ethic that is just unbeatable. But it's not just about working yourself to the bone. It's about a very specific way they approach effort and speed. Successful people live by something called the 40-plus formula. And the idea is really simple. The first 40 hours you work every week, that's just for survival. That pays the rent, buys the groceries. Everything you work beyond those 40 hours, well, that's your investment in your success. And just take a look at these numbers. See that gap between the average 40-hour week and the almost 60 hours that millionaires are putting in? That's not just extra time. That's the investment margin. It's where the compound interest on their effort really starts to build. It's how they build their future, while a lot of other people are just getting by. You know, this all points to a really simple truth. Most people just aren't willing to put in that extra work. So the moment you decide to go that extra mile, you suddenly find there's a lot less competition. It's wide open. That's where you can really start to pull ahead of the pack. And it's not just about working longer hours either. It's about pace. Today, the real currency isn't just money, it's time. Get this. Amazon figured out that a 1-second delay in their page loading could cost them 1.6 times billion dollars a year. Millionaires get this. They build a reputation for being fast and dependable, and that makes everybody want to work with them. So you've got the mindset, you've got a killer work ethic, awesome. But in today's world, that's still not quite enough. The third pillar is what fuels everything else, the knowledge advantage. Because let's be honest, in a world that changes this fast, if you're standing still, you're actually falling behind. I mean, think about it. The whole idea of wealth has completely changed. A while back, power was all about how much land you owned. Then it was about how many factories you had. But today, the most valuable real estate on the planet is the space between your ears. Knowledge isn't just power anymore. It's the raw material for building wealth. This is why, for self-made millionaires, their real education doesn't stop when they get a diploma. In fact, that's when it truly begins. They are all in on lifelong learning, usually spending at least an hour every single day reading, listening, or taking courses to get better and learn more. All right, and this brings us to the final pillar, relationships. You've heard the saying, your network is your net worth. And there's a good reason for that. Your success isn't just about what you know. It's about who you know. And maybe even more importantly, how you treat those people. So here's the big secret to building a powerhouse network. Most people walk around as go-getters. Their mindset is always, what can I get from you? But millionaires, they operate as go-givers. Their first question is always, how can I help you? Or how can I bring some value to what you're doing? They focus on giving first, with no strings attached. So, how do you become a go-giver? Well, you build a rock-solid reputation for integrity. You're honest, you're genuine, and you're always looking for ways to support the people around you. And when you do that, something amazing happens. People trust you, they're drawn to you, and they want to help you succeed. It's the most powerful networking strategy in the world. So, when you pull it all together, it becomes pretty clear. Building wealth isn't some secret code that only a few people have cracked. It's the result of choices, of consistent habits, a powerful mindset, an incredible work ethic, a commitment to learning, and a focus on giving back. But look, knowing all this is one thing. Taking action is everything. So the real question for you isn't just, what are the habits? The real question is, which one of these are you going to choose to start today?